It's time to stop the music. It's time to turn on the lights. It's time to get things started on the Dave It Yourself show tonight. Yeah. It's time to stop the music. It's time to turn on the lights. It's time to get things. Alrighty. Hello folks. Who is in the house? Hello, everybody. As you saw on the title page there, I do have the maiden flight for the Bush Mule coming soon, so I appreciate everybody being here and being a part of that. So that's going to be some super fun time, so I appreciate that. And got a pretty long video coming because it's got the whole put the plane together thing, and then it has the maiden flight and all of that. So that will be coming out this week, so keep a lookout for that. So I appreciate everybody being here, and again, thank you for being here for the Dave It Yourself channel. I am Dave, and I appreciate you being here on my little live stream here Sunday night, 6 o'clock after dinner with Dave. So I appreciate that. I know the weather's really nice outside, so thank goodness it's Easter. I might get a few more of you to watch if you're hanging out with some family, but I know you're probably going to be shooting out to be doing some flying here after a while. I would not doubt it. So that is for sure. So yes, sir. So let's see. Speaking of everybody that I do appreciate being in here, let's go ahead and take a look at that live stream and see what we've got going on over there with the chat. Chat time. Who's up in the chat here? Here we go. Oh, look at that. I'm just kidding. I can't see any of that. So let me go over to the actual stream itself so I can see who's in the house. I'm going to scroll back to the top and start saying hello to everybody because that's important to me. Mike SSI, first man in the house, it looks like. Wild Bill, hello, sir. And then we got Mr. David Barnes. Hey, David Barnes, got your alarm working finally. That's fantastic to hear. Very, very good to hear. Who else we got up in here? We got Mr. There's my mom. Hello, Mom. Happy Easter, and happy Easter to all of you as well. I got a little chocolate rabbit. Hey, there's a little Easter symbol. So there you go. Who else we got up in the house tonight? So we got Mr. Wild Bill. We got Tug Hill. Hello. Mr. Dennis Farley. Hello. Good to see you as well. Mr. Barnes, Thomas M. Hello. Appreciate that. Good. Glad to see you're here as well. Thank you so much. Mr. Jeff in Lower Alabama, how are you doing, sir? Did you happen to get my package in yet, sir? I saw that Musky Bob got his in and was able to very graciously wear his T-shirt on his most recent video today when he was flying the Turbo Timber. So if you haven't had a chance to see that video, please check it out because he's wearing a pretty sweet shirt, if I didn't say so myself. Who else do we have up here in the house? Let's see. So we got a great group in there. Mr. Dennis Farley, hello. JCB67, hello. Eating some Easter ham. Hey, I did the same thing. Did the family dinner thing. Mom made the ham and all that kind of stuff. Did the Hawaiian sweet rolls. The little ones, I just grabbed 3, cut it in half, made it into a sub, loaded that bad boy with ham, some honey mustard, her homemade coleslaw, and some sweet pickles. Ugh. Hello. That was pretty tasty. So anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying their Thanksgiving, Easter, and I hope you're enjoying family time if you're doing that, and giving grace to the Lord above, of course. Let's see who else we have in here. JCB223, hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. AEROSPACE Matt, hello. Good to see you as well. Always good to see you in the house. Boston and Mr. Paul Hatcher, hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. All right, great. Good to see everybody in the house tonight. Greatly appreciate that. Haven't had a chance to get tonight's drink of the show going, but here we go. Tangerine Tito's, again, not a real product. Something I made with regular Tito's and some of that orange tangerine squirt stuff. So there we go. So this is the time in the show. If you happen to also be holding, I don't know if Musky Bob is in the house tonight just yet, but if you're holding right now, there you go. Now's your chance. All right. So very cool. So I was going to share something with you. I've got such a great fan base. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I wanted to also share with you guys, which is something you don't normally get a chance to see with many YouTubers. And I don't really consider myself a YouTuber, even though I'm on YouTube. But nonetheless, one of the things you don't get to see very often is how a person's channel might be doing. So I thought I would share that with you tonight. So here are my analytics for the channel. Current up to date. As you can see, I'm currently sitting on about 516 subscribers, so that's doing pretty good. I'm liking that a lot, and I really appreciate it. Hey, there's Musky Bob in the house. Good to see you, sir. And so as you can see there, doing pretty good with all that. So I really appreciate everybody's efforts and watching my videos and getting the word out there and all that. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate all of the things that you guys do to help me make my channel the way it is. So let's go over a couple of things that we normally go over in the beginning of the show. I got my, let me go ahead and go to this other view right here. I think it may be a little easier. As you can see, I got the Arrows F15 out here because we're still giving that away, of course. Fun socks for tonight. Right now I'm wearing some Beer Run socks. So beer with legs and it says Beer Run on it. So these are pretty sweet. And then I have the Fun shirt and socks as well. So here's one of my shirts you may have seen on some of my other videos. I like RC. All I care about are RC planes and like maybe 3 people. That number's not right. I'm positive I care about how many people are in here right now. That many for sure. And then here's fun socks for tonight. This will bring back some 90s, early 2000s, but Beavis and Butthead socks. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, pretty excited about those Beavis and Butthead socks. I'm not sure where I'm going to wear those first, but those are going to be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be some good stuff. So anyway, so thank you so much for being here at the David Yourself channel. I greatly appreciate that. Let me go over some of the things that we've got going on tonight. I do have Word of the Day coming and also have Know Your Neighbor coming up, so think about that. And then, of course, also Bingo. Of course, that's coming up tonight. So get ready for that. I did put the most recent list in the description for this particular video. If you guys got a chance to see that with everybody's names that was on there, and I think Lee Davidson's Hanger was wondering whether or not he was on there, and Lee, you are on there. You've been on there a while apparently, so I don't need to worry about that, sir. If you happen to be in, it's good to see you, sir. Did you happen to get your package yet? Hey, Kenneth Wise, good to see you as well, sir. Appreciate your, thank you so much for that. Everybody let me know in the comments too. Give me a 1 or a give me a scale of 1 to 10 how the sound and everything is tonight, because of course I'm not wearing headphones, so I can't hear it, but I did test it quite a bit before the show tonight, so hopefully it's in good shape. So you let me know. Throw a 1 or a, if it's in good shape, and throw a 0 if it's not. How's that? So just let me know on that. And then who else we got in here? So good to see everybody that is in here. Thank you so much. Let me go over these show notes here so we can go over a couple of things that we've got going on here today. So I do have Word of the Day coming up. We went over Fun Shirt and Fun Socks already. Shout outs and new subs. Did have some recent subs that, gosh dang it, did I take that off my phone already? Dang it, I might have. And I apologize right now. You may hear me sniffle right now. It is pollen season here in Georgia, so I'm dealing with that a little bit. Plus it has been, I think it's 75 today, but yesterday it was 41, so dealing with that as well. So I apologize for the sniffles if you hear that. Who else we got up in the house here tonight? Good group again. Always a good group in the house tonight. So I appreciate that. So we're going to talk about the couple things. One, I don't know, you probably can't see it. No, I've got it back in the corner, so I probably won't even necessarily worry about breaking that out. Let's see if you can see it from here. You may be able to see it over here in the corner. Little bird over here in the corner. Most recent UMX A10. Pretty excited about that little boy right there. There you go. Little UMX A10 right there. Doot. Just got a couple of batteries in for that bad boy too from the local hobby store. So pretty excited about testing that out. Might try to fly that this week too. We'll see what the weather's looking like. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. That's some of the new fun stuff. But some of the new shout outs, I apologize, I have some of the new subscribers. We have a new giveaway that's going to be going on. I'm not going to get into it too much just yet, but just know if you win prizes or guesses tonight, especially like with Know Your Neighbor or something else that I may be doing later, just know that your name and points are still going into whatever the next basket is that's going to be. And I know it's going to be probably, I don't know if it's going to be anything that flies. We'll see. I've got a couple of options, and as a matter of fact, they have all arrived, so I haven't really just decided which one to pick just yet. So, but it will definitely be super fun for everybody. I'm absolutely positive about that. So get ready for that. So just think about that. So we got some bad pollen out there, Boss 223. Arrows F15 in the foreground. You like that? You want me to go wide shot? I give that F15 some more. It does look nice. This is my Shelf Queen one right here. This one I've been detailing and totally shellacked and all that with the oh, right here, Mod Podge. Get it at Walmart. This is a 32 fluid ounce quart, baby, and this is the gloss, but it also comes in a matte finish. So if you like the planes looking just the way they come out of the box, but you want them to be stiff like hard cardboard, Mod Podge. So anyway, that's what I recommend there. Yellow dust and everything. Don't tell me about that, boss, because I know about it. Hey, Brian Ford, finally. Lost Dave site's going down. Am I still up, guys? Let me take a look here on this end. It looks like I'm still up on the screen itself. Are you guys still catching me? Everybody all right? If you're getting not super great reception, I definitely recommend maybe tinfoil hat or tinfoil bracelets. It's just something to think about. Okay, so it's up now. Apologize for that. Yeah, I see that I have a green box over here, so let's go ahead, cheers up to the green box that stays around. Excuse me. I know that's probably pretty loud for you. I have that directional microphone, so I'll move that over there. All right, so let's get into some other fun stuff. So let's see, what do we want to do first today? You know what? I think we're going to break out the new section now. Normally around this time in the video, we normally do word of the day, and we are going to do that. However, what I've done is I've kind of jazzed it up a little bit, and what I'm now calling this segment is Word of the Dave. Of course I'm calling it Word of the Dave. That makes absolute sense with this particular channel. So here we go with Word of the Dave. The word of the Dave is mensuration. Mensuration. Get your minds out of the gutter. It is not what you think. Mensuration means measuring. That's correct. It means measuring. As in, proper mensuration is critical to any baking experiment. Yay! We have a new word today that sounds dirty, but it's not at all. Although I've never heard a baker use it before, but that's pretty funny. So anyway, there's a little fun. Word of the day. You learned something new from Dave again today. Word of the Dave. Pass it on. At some point in time, as time goes along, because I've been putting words down for the longest time, but there will be an official Dave-tionary that does come out at some point. So keep your eyes open for that. I'll let you know when it's coming out. Let's see. Okay, so I talked about the UMX-A10 hobby store discontinued items. Okay, now here's some items I'm going to break out that were, I guess, on the clearance rack or whatever at my local hobby store, and I'm throwing these out here to you guys because if to see if anybody out here in my audience happens to need any of these parts. If you do, let me know. So here we go. First part. This is the main landing gear for the Champ, the Hobby Zone Champ. Anybody need any main landing gear for the Hobby Zone Champ? Also, I might end up keeping this one, but this is a nose gear for the Apprentice. Since I have the Apprentice the Menace, I might keep that one, but if you need it, let me know. Probably keep these as well, but I do have 2 packs, so if anybody needs some, I do have some really great clevises from Park Zone with the rubber little adjuster things on there. And then last thing, one more Park Hobby Zone item. I happen to have an entire brand new decal sheet for the Carbon Z Cub. So if anybody happens to need a decal sheet for the Carbon Z Cub, I have one, and I'd be glad to let you have it. Just let me know. You can just have it for the same price I paid for it, and I'll just ship it to you out of kindness of my heart. But I already have Hobby Zone Champ still in the box, and I have one in the storage unit, so I do not need a sticker set. So if you guys happen to need that, just let me know. I'd be glad to throw that back on and get that your way. So just trying to help you out in case you don't have a local hobby store and happen to need some of these obscure parts, because some of those are pretty obscure, especially that Champ landing gear. But anyway, so let's see what else we got here. Okay, so let's get up to a little bit of, we did Word of the Dave. Let's get up to a little bit of that Know Your Neighbor. Now, Know Your Neighbor segment is really about not necessarily your neighbor that lives near you, but your neighbor here in the stream. Okay, so know your neighbor, because I want you to know the guys that are in the stream every time you see them in the chats. I want you to watch their channels, if whether it's on my channel or somebody else's. I want you to spread the love, kind of thing, because I think that's important in this hobby, of course. But especially with all the restrictions they're trying to put on us. But anyway, so this particular, just like before, this is just a snippet, just a little screenshot from a video from one of my loyal subscribers, and may or may not be in the house tonight. Let me take a look and see if he does happen to be in the house, and see if there's any other shout outs I need to give real quick. As a matter of fact, we'll go back to that chat real quick, see if there's anybody up in there I need to say hello to real quick. And I'm going to also look to see if this particular person happens to be in the chat tonight, because I'd like to see them get acknowledged here, as well as I also, if I use your picture, you're going to get 2 names that go into whatever the most recent prize hat is. And then, of course, as usual, we're going to do the guess, where you put the stars in the chat, and then whoever guesses whoever's video that is first will also win an additional name in the hat as we go. So, and then probably also what I'm going to be doing, which I think is also a good idea, because it's my show, but the bingo, if you win bingo and during my show, your name will also go in the hat for the big prize as well. So there won't be a separate thing for that, specifically just winning stuff through the live streams here. So anyway, let me see if he happens to be here real quick as I scroll through and see if there's anybody new up in here. Pilot Jerry RC, I could see you as well, and I didn't see you in the chat just yet. I'll have to look probably later, but did you happen to get that your package, sir? Let's see. We got old Musky Bob in there. Hey, Musky, you saw the comment I put on your video. Thank you so much for that great video you put out with that turbo timber today. Sweet shirt, buddy. Sweet shirt. It looks really good. I've never seen the nice on somebody's back before, obviously, because I can't see that looking in the mirror, so it was cool to see that on you. That was awesome. So thank you. Let's see. So, okay, so I do not happen to see this cat. Hey, EQRC, how you doing, sir? Glad to see you're here. I do not happen to see this cat in the chat. So he's still going to get 2 points on that, and hopefully he'll get a chance to check this chat out later and see that we gave him the shout out. But for you guys that are here in the chat, we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put up the stars now after JCB67's comment. And here we go. Here is Know Your Neighbor. First one to tell me. Who's the first one that knows the Know Your Neighbor? Whose video did this come from? I see everybody's talking about EQRC's video with his most recent Enterprise. He just got the Enterprise, USS Enterprise drone. I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet, but when I saw it coming up, I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, all right, everybody, pay attention. Know your neighbor. Who knows? GB? No. Mickey BRC Tug Hill, thank you. Yes, that is correct. This is Mickey BRC's video from the Moki-powered Carf Harvard 86 Maiden. And if you're not subscribed to Mickey B, please do subscribe to this cat. And as you can see, I am subscribed and also have my all notifications bell on so that I get all of that. And if you guys don't know, you know, those bells have 3 options, which is all, personalized, or none. So if you happen to, just out of the kindness of your heart, give somebody your subscription but have no care about what their channel is, you go to that bell and you hit none, so you never get notifications of their stuff, but they still get your subscription. So that's how you help out friends without having to worry about their stuff popping up in your thing if you don't necessarily want to watch that. So there you go, Tokyo. Good job, good job, good job. So yes, that is correct. So you will get 1 extra name thrown in the hat, and Mickey BRC will get 2 in the hat tonight, and I did not see Mickey in the house tonight, so if you guys happen to see him at some point in the chat later, let him know. I shouted him out in my channel tonight. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. So all right, so let's get on back to this a little bit and to see what else we have going on the show here. Go over my show notes. So we did a little Know Your Neighbor, and then we'll get the old bingo box rolled up here in just a bit. Let's go through this chat some more. Let's give a little bit more shout out to whoever we have in the chat tonight, because we got such a great group out here. So let's go to the chat. Again, I can't see that. There's nothing there for me, but for you, it looks like I'm looking at something. So here we go. I'm going to start at the bottom, work my way up. So again, Tug Hill, good job with that win there. Nice job. Pilot Jerry, of course, EQRC, and Jeff in Lower Alabama. Pilot Jerry. Again, Mr. Wild Bill, everybody's looking good up in this group. It's a good group of folks. I see these folks in a lot of these chats all the time, and always a good group, always have good stuff to say. Very supportive group, so I appreciate to every one of you that are super supportive to not only my channel, but all the other channels, to the other pilots here in the chat here, and as well as also saying hello to my mom when you see her and stuff. So that's very, very nice. So thank you. So I appreciate that. So, hey, Jeff, so I wanted to ask you, sir, Jeff in Lower Alabama, I don't know because I didn't order it, but has that Draco gone out yet? When do you expect to get that bad boy? Because, of course, I will be living vicariously through you with that and not getting one for myself, but I will be living vicariously through you on that. I might end up breaking my rule and getting a plane only because it's an inexpensive one, but we'll see about that. But right now I'm still on my shirt hunt. Got Pilot Ryan's shirt picked up today, and then gonna hopefully get Jeff's here, and then I need to take a look around and see who else has some shirts, so I can get some if you guys have some, or if you just want to make one, just one individual shirt with spray paint and stickers. I don't care. I'll write your name on it. I'll wear that shirt on my channel. If it supports your channel, I'll do it. Okay, no Draco until around the end of the month. Okay, all right. Well, all right. So with the we got, of course, nice weather finally a little bit today. We have some pollen, and now we've got some winds. But who got a chance to do some flying? Let's see what kind of flying you guys did. Who's got a good video in the works? Who needs to give me a shout out, and everybody else a shout out in the chat? Like, hey, I got a good video in the works. Throw some stars next to your entry if that's the case, so that we can go ahead and highlight that, so we can all give it some views, because that's important. All right, good deal. All right, fun. So let's see what we've got. Did you see the local hobby shop video? EQ, I saw your local hobby shop video before I made my recent local hobby shop video, and I made my video because you made your video. Because I thought your video was cool. So with mine, I don't know if I know you're not a lot of crawler people here, but I took the Gen 8 because I was off on Wednesday. So I went up to my local hobby store on my day off, and it happened to be pouring rain all day. So of course couldn't do anything outside, but my local hobby town does have like an interior like crawling area that they kind of built with some concrete and stuff. They put a bunch of old RC tires and stuff in it too, and those tires are tough as all get out to get over, because they're not nailed down. They just spin and get stuck on your wheels, and they're horrible. But anyway, it was super fun. It was raining outside, so it was super fun. So if you guys didn't get a chance to look at that video and you like that kind of stuff, that video is actually doing, oddly enough, it's doing pretty well. I think it's like number 2 on my channel right now. So I don't know, you never know what people like, but I just put it all out there, and I don't really worry about it. I like it all, so that's why I put it up. If I don't like it, I won't put it up. So who else we got up in the house tonight? I've seen it. EQ, you saw it? Yep. Yeah, and again, did you now? So my question to you, I guess, is the follow-up is, Eric, did you put out another hobby store video after that first one? Because if so, obviously I want to check it out. But yeah, so in that Gen 8 video, and you folks that did watch it, so I had used I did not use paper tape. Broke my rule. Didn't use paper tape. I used some of that clear Gorilla duct tape stuff. And unfortunately, that stuff is just too slick on the top again, which is why I like to use the paper tape. So what I normally would have done, what I would have done, should have done, is I should have put a little piece of paper tape on the Gen 8 instead of the duct tape. And then, because I had paper tape on the bottom of the mount for the Insta360 Go, and then you just glue those two surfaces together. The tape sticks together, and the tape's going to stick to the surfaces by itself. So, boom. And it's nice and porous, so you don't have to worry about it, and it peels right off. So I didn't do that, so you saw the camera fall off like after it had already like rolled over once. It didn't damage the camera or anything. It just kind of broke the mount off a little bit because the super glue wasn't sticking to that super sticky duct tape. So again, shout out to paper tape. I'm telling you, that stuff, you got to have a box. You got to have a roll of that stuff in your box, just in case you ever need it, especially in the field. A little crack, something like that, blends right into the white foam. It's awesome. So yeah. So anyway, I wanted to show you some other things. I got this. Let me go wide shot here. I got these items here. You may have seen these couple of other things, and I mentioned in my last stream that I was ordering something for the DX10. Okay. Well, that item came in. Made in America, baby. Made in America. This is going to be the other game right here. I'm going to go ahead and throw some stars in the chat. Boom. All right. 3 names in the new prize hat for the first person that can tell me what's in this bad boy. And if nobody has any hard guesses anytime, I'll give the box a rattle. Oh, Aerospace Matt using that paper tape. Shout out to paper tape. So who knows what might be in this box? It's a made in America product, so I did not get it from China. Receiver, boss? That is a big receiver. Can you imagine the size of the plane that a receiver this size would go in? That would be awesome. That'd be one of those $30,000, $60,000 carbon fiber turbine jobs. Pepperoni pizza. Wow, Brian, great choice. If it were, though, I would not hold it like that. Airplane parts. Nope. TXNI CD battery. Nope. Our pilot Jerry with the bingity bang bang. I'm going to let him have it. He said it's a transmitter tray. Well, Pilot Jerry, let's see how right you may be, sir. If I can get it out of this box. I should have brought a knife. I never seem to bring a knife to the show. Oh, it's because of the sign on the door. It's a knife and gun-free show. Except for these guns. These seem to sneak past security every time. All right, so yes, sir. Here we go. As you have probably seen on the Pretentious Brothers show, this is the TIGERAN controller tray with the harness, baby. That's right. And it even has little side hand grips that go onto the side for a little extra padding. But there you go. This bad boy, the NX10, is going in this bad boy, and it is never coming out. This bad boy, I'm going to get myself another box, and just like with the, I think it's an ammo box I got at the Bass Pro Shops that I use for my DX8, just because it holds more than just a controller. But yes, I'm going to put the DX10 in this bad boy, and it is never going to come out of this bad boy. That DX10 will never touch the grass or asphalt on its own. It will always be in this thing. So I'm very excited about seeing this, using this. I've never used a tray before, but I know as I get older and things like that, probably be a good idea to have one, and I definitely want to support Flying Tiger RC. As a matter of fact, I got them sending me some decals or some of their logos so I can slap them on my laptop and give those folks a shout out, because that's a good group of folks over there. So yes, sir. Congratulations to you, Pilot Jerry, for that good guess. You get 3 names in the hat, sir. 3 names going into the new hat. So yes, very exciting. So yes, color printout. Yeah, they do a good job over there. I mean, it's good stuff. So we got that for sure. And then since I don't have a knife, I don't think I'll be able to break this out. But who's got one of these? Bat box. One of the LiPo bat safety charging boxes. Bat box. Always wanted a bat box. They have the smaller one at the local hobby store, but I got this one off of eBay because it was actually just the same price. And it's the bigger one that you plug right into. But since I don't have a, let's see if I can use my man nails to get in here, because I don't really have any nails. Being a dude, of course. Ooh, Dave it yourself style. Let's use the cutting implement on the actual tape. So. Yep, that might work. Sure it does. Okay. Sort of. Alright, here we go. Well, if you haven't seen a bat box, this is what a bat box looks like. And it's the LiPo charging case. Now, the reason I bought this is because I have, in fact, and it has a way to put your cables through and whatever this little rack is in here and stuff. So there you go. It's a fireproof safety LiPo box. And I have experience with LiPo fire in my previous house, where I had a LiPo fire in the basement. Whoops. Hey, it's a bat box. It's tough. Ooh. You know what? You know what these are. Nice little foam preset things that, one, can tear apart into perfect little foam squares in case you need them. And 2, can be nice little corners for battery trays or mounts inside your plane if you need them. So this is the kind of stuff I like to Dave it yourself with. So anytime you ever see stuff like that, think about how you may be able to use it somewhere else. So yeah, so very exciting. So anyway, I did have a LiPo battery fire, and it was in the basement, and had the basically it was a 2-cell, I think. Yeah, I think it was a little UMX 2-cell battery that I was charging up, but it happened to be on the middle rack down in the basement. I have actually like a little locking gun safe, fireproof gun safe type thing that I just got at Walmart, that I normally keep my batteries in because it's fireproof. So it basically works the same way, and it's actually a little cheaper than the bat box, I think, but nonetheless not as big and not as protective, but nonetheless. So it did catch fire, and then so my V900. If you ever saw my V900 video, I did one flight on the V900, and I had my little GPS on there, so I was able to clock it at like, I don't know, 100 something like that, 104 something like that. But nonetheless, that was the only time it ever flew because I had it hanging on the rack, and it accidentally caught it when that LiPo fire caught. I was upstairs, heard the smoke detectors going off downstairs because I have smoke detectors where the LiPos were charging, of course. Run downstairs, place full of smoke, a little bit of a fire, mostly all smoke, but it was enough to melt that V900 pretty good. So if you ever see it, as a matter of fact, if you watch my video where I'm taking stuff out of the storage unit, you kind of see briefly the music's on it. It's muted because I'm fast forwarding it, but you may see me holding the V900, and in that brief moment, I'm talking about it catching fire. So anyway, that's why I got a bat box, because I can't afford fires. Fires are dumb and they scare me, and I was an insurance adjuster for 20 plus years, and I've seen enough fires. I'm good with those. So yes, and none like that. So yes, there we go. So let's see who's got some shout outs for that. Boss223 had a lipo fire. Boss, I don't think you and I are going to be alone in this. I think you and I are going to be among probably one of the majority of this group. I think probably the only person I'm absolutely positive has never had a lipo fire that's in the stream would be my mom. Because I know she's never had a lipo fire at all. But everybody else, I'm sure, at some point in time has had one, seen one live, or had experience with one of some way or another, whether it be a crash plane or just charging it up. But yeah, it was just one of these. I think I had it on a, and I don't know if this was the specific issue, but it was on my IMAX B6. That was the other worst part, because it toasted that thing. That sucked. So it toasted the IMAX B6, but I had it on like one of those like octopus job, so one lead with like 5 coming out kind of thing, and I only had the one battery charging at the time. But nonetheless, that's the end of it. Had a fire extinguisher. Door was right next to where it happened, so I was able to air it out pretty quickly. And now I've sold that house, and it's somebody else's problem now. But nonetheless, if I ever get the racks up at some point in time, you'll ever see a charred piece of the plywood that's going across one of the shelves. That's the one. That's the one that was below the firebox. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the lipos are crazy, and that's again why it's so great. Like with the smart technology on the smart batteries, and that's why it's such an impressive selling point for them, that they self-discharge. Because when batteries don't self-discharge, you put all that chemical reaction in there, and they basically, if they can't get rid of it, it's got to go somewhere. So basically, it just turns into a gas, and that's when you get puffy batteries, and that's when it starts to kill stuff, because it starts to choke the chemical inside at that point, because it's got nowhere else to go. So yeah, so it's, those lipo fires are pretty crazy. And if you ever seen like somebody like Kevin Talbot or somebody like that, some nut job like that, they actually put one on like a saw on a workbench. I mean, come on, or drive a nail into it and walk away and watch it explode. I mean, just come on. Yeah, you don't need 10 things with fire as far as I'm concerned. If you ever see movies that like backdraft stuff like that, they say like fire's got a mind. If it's I've seen it. It's crazy though. That stuff works. It's the devil in real life for sure. So yeah, so that's what we've got going on there. So yeah, I'm sure everybody's had to deal with a little bit of something like that. Yeah, it's kind of a pain to have to use so many different sized batteries. Thomas M., you're absolutely right. I don't know what the answer is for that, obviously, because you got so many different types of aircraft and such, and boats and trucks and hard case, soft case, small, big, really big. I mean, there are batteries that we don't 6S, huge for us, but there's 12S. There's huge batteries out there. I've seen some of those on old Peter Schriepel's channel. He put some big stuff together. It's like, oh my goodness. Wasn't he using like some of those huge lipos for his homemade flyer? I think I want to say he was. But so yeah, I don't know. Again, fire. I've got enough experience, 20 plus years as an insurance adjuster with fire. Trust me, especially being a large loss adjuster, that's pretty much all I dealt with most of the time. So, walk into people's homes and all their memories are just turned to dark, forever. Just horrible. So. Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Yeah, if it's bigger than 2S, no doubt. So, like, the first thing that I ever bought, actually, that was could go, bigger than, or that needed 2 batteries, actually, it was actually just the ARMA Felony kind of thing. And I don't know if you guys got a chance to see, I don't think I put a video on that. I think I just put it on my Instagram or whatever, but I did an Army Felony. So I did the Army decals all on it, and some pinstriping and stuff. Came out pretty sweet for just a really inexpensive, those Army stickers. Matter of fact, I thought I had one over here, but I just literally got them at the Dollar General. They're the jobs you put on your back windows. And I just took a razor blade and just cut them out, really nice. Cut out the stars, cut out the yellow stripe so I could use it around the pretty simple. It's like $6 worth of sticker, and that made that, body look like $200. Pretty sweet. So yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and I've seen some videos, and I don't recommend this, but I have seen some videos where you can like try to salvage them by using like a syringe, very, very shallow in the battery to suck out the gas and then tape over it. But you know, the guys that you see doing that on videos, they most likely are the guys that build batteries in the first place. So that is not my forte. It's just way easier and way better peace of mind to just get another battery. You know, $80 battery does hurt, but God, $1,000 deductible, oh, even worse. Plus, how many months in a hotel room waiting for your stuff to be built? Oh, no, negative, Ghost Rider. No. So yeah, so I excuse me, I try to stay away from those. So yeah, so who else do we have up in there? Nicholas Turner, hey, how are you? Good to see you. I gotta stop putting ice in this. Yep, Hallelujah is right. Yeah, very fun time, and I don't know, again, if you guys happen to check me out on Instagram or not, and if you don't, it's totally fine, but if you do, you will happen to get a chance to see my Easter hello to everybody, which has a picture of the cake that my mom made, which is her famous bunny cake. Normally has coconut on it, but I'm not a big coconut fan, so she made do, and it came out fantastic. So if you happen to not be an Instagram fan and want to see my mom's delicacy creations, maybe you want to hit me up on Instagram. Check that out, because it looks delicious. I had such a big dinner that I didn't have any before the show. I didn't want to come out here and be all like all cake lethargic when I got back. Or for the other end, she put a bunch of, I think they're like jelly bellies or something on the bow tie of the rabbit or whatever. And they're super sour, so I didn't want to come out here and be even more hyper than I normally am. So yeah, excuse me again. Goodness gracious. I do not normally deal with allergy stuff too much, but for some reason the past couple of days it's got me pretty good. So I apologize for that. Even had a little bit of a sinus headache earlier, but was I going to let that stop me? Nope. Negative. Nope. Got stuff to do. People to make go, or laugh. So, you know, if I can make one stranger laugh or smile every day, it's a good day for me. Just one. Just takes a little bit of effort. Doesn't take much. I need to start doing joke of the show is what I need to start doing. As a matter of fact, we might do that on the next episode. As a matter of fact, I am going to throw this out for the next episode. Okay, so everybody get yourselves ready for the next episode. I want you to bring your A game and bring your best joke and put it in the comments. If it makes me laugh, I'm going to give you some points for that. So just get ready to have it typed out in Word, copy paste it into the chat, and then when you get in here, just copy paste it, hit enter, boom, throw it up there. Here's your joke. Yeah, we're going to do a little joke off, see who's got some good jokes out there. Even if you heard it from somebody else, you pulled it off the internet before you got here. Don't make it too long, obviously. Make it just a couple sentences long. One-liners is perfect, actually. But yeah, so I like to always spread a little bit of laughter as well in this particular world. So yeah, it is definitely worth doing. So yeah, let's throw out some jokes. So you got all week to think about it. So good one-liner. Look at some good old Stephen Wright stuff. Maybe some Norm Macdonald. You know, all kinds of good folks out there. Good comedians out there. Some old Dennis Miller, Steve, you know, whatever. You know, go with the new stuff if you want. I like Sam Morrell. He's good. I like there's some great comedians out there. Shout out your favorite comedian in the chat, because I mean, laughing is even better than medicine, of course. So very, very cool. So yeah, so who else has something really good on order? Anybody got anything really good coming in that you've ordered you can't wait to get? I was pretty excited about getting this little UMX. As a matter of fact, was I chatting with you, Tug Hill, about it, I think, maybe last week? But anyway, my plan with the UMX A10 is to just immediately put floats on it. Just put some of those little UMX floats on it, and I'm going to paint them up so they look just like the plane. And I'm going to get that thing to take off from the water before I even ever try to fly it on the ground or just hand launch it. I'm going to try to get it to take off from the water. It's going to be risky. Of course, I'll do all my testing, sit it in the bathtub, make sure it floats, you know, all the normal stuff. But yeah, I think that'll be a fun video to see if it works, and if it does work, how will it land? And if it does land, you know, does it get wet? And if it does it still work? Anyway, it's just fun. It's something that nobody else would ever do, so I'll do it. Sure. Just like when I put the floats on the Night Radiant. I'm telling you, that's still the best conversion I've ever done. That plane flies fantastic. And now you have landing gear for the Night Radiant if you want to land it on snow or tall, or, you know, kind of smoothish surface that can handle the pontoons. But yeah, that thing flies so good. And then, of course, with that particular plane, yeah, I think I do have the fixed wing on there. With that particular plane, I think I used a couple of the, do I have them on there? Yeah. So if you saw my hobby store video, you saw that I like, here's the carbon rods I like to buy. So here's these carbon rods, and I think with that, these are the flat ones. But on that particular plane, did I put the flat ones on there or the round ones? I think I get the round ones on there so they're a little bit more stiff. These are more for like the side of a plane. Use these on a fuselage. Use these on the leading edge of a plane, something like that, because they're flat. But I think these were the round ones. But anyway, I just mounted. I put them underneath each wing, and basically just kind of stuck it in underneath the foam and between the joint of the wing, and put one under each wing, and then just used paper tape to go ahead and just tape it to the wing. And then basically with the pontoons on there, that thing could do flips, that thing could do rolls, that thing could do dives and zoom right out. Wings just didn't. No problem, just whatever. The best. So again, you don't have to, if you ever watch Killer Planes videos, and again, he does great work over there, but he likes to drill in and put hard rods and make them crash proof. I like to just make them temporarily more stable for whatever I'm doing, and then just pull them off, pull them back, take the paper tape off. So, all right. So that's fun. So what else we got up in here? I would only use a 3S on that A10 with the floats. Well, you're right, and that is exactly those little the G2 3S. What are they? 30C batteries. So with the little EC2 connector on them, and then also I think that battery. And then I also have I also got the adapter for the charger as well. Eric Andre, yep, some great guys out there. Bill Cosby was funny in the 70s, yeah. How funny it is that he got less funny as he got older. But here's another little challenge for you. And I was gonna put this up, but this is the little thing I was kind of kicking around before we get into Bing Your Own. I start shouting on some names here in a second. But here's a little thing I like to call just kind of get an idea how you guys think, to see if you maybe think like me or not, and it's totally fine if you do or not. But here's the question I'm going to ponder you with. Paper towel core, 1 hole or 2? 1 hole or 2? Put your answers in the comment, just 1 or 2, and I will tell you what my answer is at the end. How's that? So paper towel holder, 1 hole or 2? 1 hole or 2? So you tell me. Just put a 1 or 2 of your comment in the chat. We'll see if you guys happen to think like I do, and then I'll put my comment in the chat. So a fun little thing to think about. Do you think like Dave? And I'll give you my reasoning behind my answer as well. You do not have to give me yours, but Kenneth Y says 1. That is one of the answers, sir. You are right about that. Who else has got an answer? Tug Hill says 1. Pilot Jerry RC says 1. All right. Looks like 1s are kind of taking over here. I don't have no 2s in the house. No 2s in the house. Hashtag holes, King Joffrey. Yeah, hashtag holes, my friend. Jeff in Alabama says 2. We got a 2 in the house. Jeff, are you just saying that just because I was asking for a 2, or you actually have 2? Not sure. I'm not sure what I think like Dave. Kenneth, that is actually the secret answer. That is the secret answer. Nobody wants to think like me, which is why there's only one Dave at Yourself channel. Are you referring to the left or the right side? Oh, I love when these conversations are going. 1 hole, 2 ends. All right. Does the hole itself actually have an end? Because technically this is a tube, which has ends, but does the hole itself have an end? That is not part of this particular question, but an extra little nugget to think about. So, yeah, it's a pretty funny. 1 hole or 2? Hole in the end hole in each end, 2. All right. 1 hole, 2 ends. Oh, Tug Hill and Jeff are battling out on their. All right, so that's like the kind of 1 hole, 2 ends, or hole in each end, 2. Who's Team Tug Hill? Who's Team Jeff? I think we're all Team Tug Hill and Team Jeff. I mean, come on. That's unfair. But still, in this particular quandary. So, All right, so we're getting ready to, we're at 6:44 here, so as you guys continue to noodle that out a bit, so you know, my particular answer is I believe that there is one hole. Just one. Because if you get rid of the tube, it's still the missing hole. Black hole does not have, you know, it's a black hole, not black holes. It doesn't matter how long this tube is, if it's this short or just a piece of string, it's still one hole. It's just an extended structure, so I believe it's one hole. But both answers are technically right because they are both forms of popular thought, which is why I thought I would bring this out, because that is an interesting experiment, and you can even ask your friends and family about this, because this is an actual social experiment, one hole or two. Matter of fact, even Daniel Tosh did this on his channel at one point, Tosh.0. But yeah, so this is an actual social experiment, one hole or two. So I just thought I'd throw that out there, you know, a little brain nugget for you. It's always fun to do fun stuff on the Dave It Yourself channel. It's fun. Speaking of that, let's refer to the old Dave It Yourself Crazy 8-Ball, and let's find out if we're going to have a winner on bingo tonight. Oh, Crazy 8-Ball. Will we have a winner on bingo tonight? Will we have a winner? And the Crazy Dave Magic 8-Ball says, my reply is no. Dave! All right. Will the 8-Ball be wrong? Now that is the question. Will the 8-Ball be wrong? All right, bear with me a second as I go ahead and put all the pomp and circumstance into this. There we go. All right. Now we got the box of glowing now. I know you guys might not be able to see that too well, but it's a glowing. All right, so let's go ahead and break out the old bingo set. Yep. And we will go over the names. Set that bad boy right there so you can see it around the plane. Yet something else I planned out earlier to make sure the plane was not in the way of the corner over here for the bingo, so you could still see it. That's production value, folks. That's production value. You gotta like that. All right. Can the joke be nasty? Well, I mean, you have to remember who's in your chat. So you know, with the other pilot friends and my mom. But she's actually a pretty cool cookie, so yeah, as long as it's not like, oh, nasty, yeah, I think you'd be all right. So, but yeah, but bring your A game with your jokes next week, and I'm going to have a segment on my little live chat here that will say, you know, show your joke or something like that. So, hey, Tug Hill saying, please smash that like button, and yes, please, 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 I greatly would appreciate that. That is important. As a matter of fact, cheers to the like button. And if you're holding, hit the like button and take a sip at the same time. Boop. Done. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little shout out here. We're at 6:48, so we're running on a little behind, but not too bad because we really just have bingo left. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the shout out for everybody's name here. So I'm going to shout out your name first and then your letters to help alert you that your letter is coming. So here we go. Make sure you have your name and number taped on your laptop or whatever you're watching me on. So here we go. Dave Baker, B1. Tug Hill RC, B2. Love RC, B3. Everything RC, Liam, B5. Nicholas Turner, B7. TIGERAN PLAYZ, B8. Barry Campbell, B9. Bad Rooster, B10. Nathaniel Pulling, B11. Serge Dussault, B13. Nate, 1976 100, B14. Michael RAJCA, B15. Then we have in the I's, we're at Reckham Roy, I16. Oh, I got Nathaniel Pulling on here twice. Okay, Nathaniel Pulling, you do not get this number as well. So Nathaniel Pulling, I don't know if you happen to be in the chat tonight, but if I happen to give you that other number before, your actual number is B11. Sorry. 2ERC, you are I19. King Joffrey, I20. Pilot Jerry RC, you are I21, sir. Timothy Nelson, actually, Pilot Jerry, you are I22? I got an asterisk next to 22, but no person there. No, that was what it was. I22 was pulled. Nobody was there. Again, we got some spots here. Timothy Nelson, I23. Mike SSI, I25. Wild Bull, I26. Jerry Johnson, I27. Then we have Christopher Morgan at I28. David Barnes at I29. And Boss223 at I30. Then we have N. We're at Kenneth Wise at N31. Mickey BRC, N32. Randy Hardy, N33. JCB67, N36. Musky Bob, N37.
Eric D. Johnson 74 is at N39. They got Brian Ford at N40. Quinny Perks at N41. Free Range Chicken at N43. And ARG Vision at N45. Here we go with the G's. Joe Habib, G46. Randy Butterfield, G47. Dennis Farley, G49. TNRC Pilot, G50. RC Roland, G52. Girls Rock Metal Detecting, G54. Mickey B, RC, G55. Wait a minute, do I have Mickey B on there again too? Do I have Mickey on there twice? Or maybe not. If I do, I'll fix that. Sorry about that. So anyway, Mickey BRC is G55, EQRC is G57, Lee Davidson's Hangar is G59, and KBRC is G60. Then we have Jeff Shadow Ops is 061, Pilot Jerry RC is 062. And I didn't have you on there already, did I, Pilot Jerry? I did. All right, Pilot Jerry. I had you at I-21 before, but you won last week at 062, so I'm going to leave it 062, sir. Sorry about that. C Mafia is 063. Thomas Milano is 065. Steve Prater's 066. Jeff in Lower Alabama is 068. Hamilton's Hangar is 069. Joe Habib is 073. Kit Kaiser 074. And Beeson Corey 075. All right, sorry about this. Couple of mixes up there, folks. Gonna have to fire that production staff, let me tell you that. Oh, wait a minute. Gonna do the almighty shake up. Hang on. Alright, get them warm. Gonna make that ball wrong. You're wrong, ball. You're wrong. It's gonna be a winner. It's gonna be a winner. It's gonna be a winner. Alright. Here we go. Give it the almighty shake up. Give it the old. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. There's going to be a winner. Going to be a winner. Going to be a winner. We got a ball. Here we go. We have a ball. All right. Back to the list real quick. And, all right. We are N35. We pulled N34 last week. No winner. N35 this week, no winner. Son of a French toast! God! The ball was right. Dang it! We're spinning this ball again. Will somebody win the second roll? Come on, tell me. Tell me. Most likely. Ooh, okay. All right. Most likely, I'm going with it. Oh, one already popped out. Maybe that's, I didn't have to give it a full spin. One's ready to go. What do we got here? Ha 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 ha! Is Steve Prater in the house? Oh, 60, sir. Are you in the house? 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 Need to do my dance. If you're not in the house, I'll just have to sing this song. Steve Prater, are you in the house? Are you in the house? Are you in the house? Still 071, sir. But this is 066. O's are hot, people. This is the third week that O's have won. O's are hot. Hot, hot, hot. And Thomas M., you are 071, so could be hot next week, buddy. But Steve Prater, 066. Steve Prater. I am not seeing a Steve Prater pop up. Anybody? Anyone? No. All right. Well, the ball was right. Somebody did win. All right, ball. One last time. Because I just want to give something away. It's Easter. All right, here we go. All right, ball. Will somebody win that's actually in the stream? Maybe I need to be more specific. You may rely on it. Oh, yeah. All right. That's good enough for me. And I already got one in the hopper, so boink. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we got. Ah, I do have another winner, but is he in the stream? It is G46, Joe Habib. Joe Habib, are you in here? You're one of my recent subscribers, my friend. I know that for a fact. You're like a 3-week-old subscriber. And you just won on my channel. Joe Habib, are you here? Come on. Oh, come on. All right, well, 3 is the limit, folks. You saw me try. I tried. And the ball was right. Hey, that's something else. The ball was absolutely, well, except for the Joe Habib part. But it was right about right. I have 2 winners and 1 not winner, and that was absolutely right. But gosh darn it. So no Joe Habib. And then this other number was N35, which of course is a blank number. So again, we got to get more people in the stream so that there's always, so we can fill up these other ones. So spread the word. Let's get this stream loaded up a little bit more so that we can get a winner every show. Because gosh, I mean, I don't mind rolling 3, but at the same time, if it's 3 strikes, then they're out. That's the way it is. Oh, all right, friends. Well, I tried. Gosh, that's disappointing. Disappointing. Oh, well. All right, well, we tried. David Barnes, did you say you're looking for I-29? David Barnes, your number is I-29. Yes, sir, that is correct. And if anybody else is questioning their number, just let me know. But again, I do have it in the comment or in the actual description for this show. You'll see the full bingo lineup with your name, and then you should also see, well, I think that's at the bottom, but you'll see the full lineup of everybody that's entered to win the Arrows F-15. And speaking of that bad boy, I'm so ready to give this bad boy away. Let me tell you. So we will be doing that here soon, and we will be doing that here. So get ready for that. That's probably coming. I still got some testing to do, but I'm kind of, anyway, I got some testing to do. I got few more things to work out, but you definitely want to make sure that you stick around and look for this week for the Bushmule video that's going to be coming out for the maiden flight today, because that's going to be a video that you'll absolutely you'll love probably, and then it also has the put together and let me tell you, putting that thing together, it was a real pain in my mule. You know what I mean? So yeah, so anyway, look out for that video coming up. And then of course, I think the next little project I'm going to have, which ought to be a pretty simple project, would be to go ahead and put that put the old pontoons, I think, on that UMX A10. I think that'd be pretty cool, be able to put some pontoons on there. I've got to find mine. I do have 2 or 3 cases downstairs that have floats in them, and I think I have a small pair, and if not, I still have that UMX MiG, the MiG 15 that I put pontoons on, which never took off, but it was pretty sweet and did scoot across that water pretty good until the battery died, and then I had to go get it with a boat. But I did get it with the boat, and that was some more David Yourselfery right there, so that was pretty cool. I used that valver, and that thing worked pretty good getting that thing out at least. So yeah, pretty fun. So yeah, so congratulations tonight to the winners that we had. And I'll have to go back because, of course, my secretary's not here writing stuff down for the winners, so I'll have to go back and watch the video. But congratulations to all the winners tonight for the prizes that we had. Thank you so much for participating in the 1 hole or 2. I think we'll probably do some more little fun social things like that just because it's fun and we're part of society, and it's just fun to tease our brains a little bit. And I can see that my CPU usage is kind of blinking red to green, so it looks like we're probably at the point where we need to be getting ready to wrap this up here. So I do appreciate everybody being here, and I'm going to do some quick shout out real quick on the way out the door here, but yeah, I greatly appreciate it. See ya. David Barnes, thank you so much for being here, and Thomas M, thank you, and Pilot Jerry's RC, thank you so much. Please let me know if you got your stuff and if you happen to put a video together or whatnot. As a matter of fact, I just realized, Pilot Jerry, that I was not subscribed to your channel, but you will see that I have subscribed today, sir. I haven't had a chance to watch your videos just yet because I just did it just before the show, so at least I'm there, and I'll be checking out your stuff here, so I appreciate that. And Dennis Farley, thank you so much for being here as well, and Boss2230, Tug Hill, thank you, and Jeff in Lower Alabama as well. Jeff, please let me know about your stuff as well, and I would like to get one of your shirts, and I'll get it off Teespring if you'd prefer me to do it that way. If you get some kickback for that, I'd be glad to do that. So just let me know. And everybody else that's in here, Mike RC Roland and Mike SSI, and everybody else is fantastic group in here. Let's see who else we have up here. JCB67, hello. Kenneth Wise also still in here. I hope you're still in here as well. And of course old King Joffrey, hashtag holes, everybody, hashtag holes. Still hilarious answer. Thank you to everybody that participated in the 1 hole or 2 thing. That's pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, so make sure to have your jokes ready for next week. One-liners preferably, just because I'll be trying to read them through the through the chat here. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, I'll have myself an assistant to help out. I'm not sure who that is yet. I haven't approached anybody yet, but hopefully I have an assistant to help shout those out for me next week. Maybe even have, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'll put some word out on that and see if I can get back in here. But yes, I have your jokes ready for next week. I greatly appreciate it. So it looks like we're all around here to the 7 o'clock hour here, folks. So I greatly appreciate everybody that has been here tonight. And if I missed your name on the way out, I'm so sorry. But just know that I greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you for everything you do to support my channel. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And again, this is the Dave It Yourself channel, and I am Dave. And until next time, I am out.